We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Cobras and the 66ers. Mississippi find themselves on a 5-game skid. They'll try to get back on track next. Alec Johnson, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Digging in, Buford Christian, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First pitch of the at-bat. And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. Throw will not be in time as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning.
Talk about being caught off guard. You won't see that but once a year. First pitch of the game, and he bunts for a knock, and now they have to deal with him on the base paths.
At the plate now, Sean McKee. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now.
Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly. Runners off for second. That's a strike to throw down. He's not going to get him as he swipes second.
Well, I think he's making it pretty obvious why he's batting leadoff, isn't he? Works his way on base to start the game, and then does even better by swiping second to put himself into scoring position. He's trying to make an impact from the get-go in this one.
The 0-2 delivery. And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Christian leads off second with nobody out.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
In tight there as he's got to turn out of the way of that one.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
Slapped hard the opposite way. Leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
A nice way to start a new series, Bureau. The thing you want to do is try to score early. It's always nice to win the first game of the series.
Yeah, they're coming out swinging right here, trying to set the tone and let everybody breathe a deep sigh of relief. Hopefully get this first game under our belt.
Standing in now, Paul Taylor, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. A runner at first with no outs here. Now a chopper to first, might only get 1. To second for 1, and the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Yeah, choppers like that make it really tough. You can't make the ball get to you much faster, so the key is making sure you field it cleanly and at least get 1, which they did there.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Michael Wright, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. First things first, here's a throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. Here's the first pitch to him. Popped him up. Drennan is over, and he tucks it away for the second out.
That is it. The first baseman, Brad Benton.
Now in the box, Brad Benton. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Before the first pitch, a check at first. Runners back. From the stretch. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, D-Row, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the play.
Wow, and they end the inning with the caught stealing. Another look at the throwdown that results in a third out on the bases. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Don, the man, gets the call for game one of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Into the box, Ben Kohler. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here's the pitch. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. And guys, you take a look at our visitors here with the early lead tonight as we play the bottom of the first. They come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Down the third baseline. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball. And he'll get in there safely.
That's the perfect answer after you've given up the lead in the previous inning. Put the tying run on second and get the momentum going back in your favor. Now we'll see if they can cash in.
Stepping in now, Tyler Blackwell, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. A runner at second, nobody out. And he takes a called strike 1.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
So now to the plate, Dante Smith in the air to straightaway right. Right is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
The catcher, J.P.
Stepping in, J.P. Humphries, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's set and the pitch. Circle change there, called strike one. He's set. The 0-1. Curveball close, but it's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And he is in there. 2-1, here it is.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Two outs here with a runner at third. He lays off, and that's outside, ball 4. They're at the corners now here with 2 away.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Troy.
Striding in, Troy Brennan, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First offering on its way.
Nope, outside.
Taken high and deep to right. Right fielder looking up, still going back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And with it, they've left in front now 3-1.
This is exactly what you want your offense to do, to get your fans involved. Bottom of the first inning, let's get it started early with a homer.
Now, Justin Bishop. He looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He comes in with that average way down at 180. 5 homers and 22 RBIs. And he takes strike 2.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
3 runs already home here. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Drilled down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. Second inning coming up, and this is now a 3-1 ball game. Settling in now, Brad Benton, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And that That one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. Fouled off. The 1-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
To the plate now, Glenn Suarez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. One out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes, down.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2. Stepping into the box, Jacob Sellers. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Now here it comes. Late that time for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Scooped up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Stepping up to the plate, Orlando Schultz. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. And it's fouled away. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
The 1-2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Throw down to first, 1 away. Digging in, Casey Quick. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here it comes. Bases are empty, one man out. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering him pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
In now, Alec Johnson. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. The windup and the 0-1.
Hey, I got to really commend this pitcher right here. Was able to regroup in between innings. Something happened in the dugout because he's on point coming out for the second.
Frozen on strike three for the final out of the inning. Top of the third set to get underway, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Jason McIntosh. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
0-1's the count.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This is part of what makes him one of the best pitchers in the game. He pounds strikes, and his stuff is really tough to make contact with. And when you fall behind 0-2, good luck.
Not a bad pitch there with two strikes, but it misses 1-2. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff hitter's aboard. Pitcher due up. Looks to be a textbook sacrifice situation.
Hey, nice AB right there. With the pitcher coming to the plate, your job is to get on in front of him. This should be interesting. Does he get the bunt sign? Do we play a little Billy ball and pull it back and try and play chicklets with the third baseman? See what happens.
At the plate, Don the man. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. Throw not in time at first, so the pitcher tries to give himself up, but instead he gets himself a base hit.
Well, he took a risk with the decision to throw to second instead of taking the sure out at first. Not sure if someone was yelling for him to go to second, but we know now it was the wrong call.
So coming to the plate, Buford Christian, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
Here's the first pitch to him. Down the first baseline. Fielded cleanly. The second for 1. On to first. Not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Now batting, Sean McKee. He singled his last time up. He's set. Here it comes. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 home is taken for strike 2.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
third inning here. 3-1 our score. Oh, that looked to catch him flush down near the foot or the ankle. No play as the run comes in to score, and we're all hoping he's going to be okay on the mound. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it, it looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Into the box, Paul Taylor, as he'll take a look at ball one. First and second now, one man out. Count even now at 1-1. On the ground is short. This could be two. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The 66ers on top 3-2. Stepping in, Ben Cobras. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Cobras.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope, that's inside. Oh, that's out.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. Now a flare out to left center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Now batting, the right fielder, Tyler Blackwell.
So striding forward now, Tyler Blackwell. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
First offering on its way.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
The 1-0 delivery. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. Good time to take something off, but it's 2-1 now. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. The 3-1. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. As a look, now the pitch. Count still full, 3-2. Another full count pitch home. Oh, and he misses it. One there. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
No real chance for him to roll 2 that time. He's just too quick coming out of the batter's box. You basically have to make a perfect turn on a hard hit ball to double him up. Now they need to keep an eye on him over at first.
At the plate, Dante Smith. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
Third inning, already a 3-2 ball game. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Now a move over to first, and he's back standing. Here's the 2-1. Runner goes for second. Back up the middle. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. And they'll have runners at the corners following a 1-out single.
And from the list of stats you never want to hear if you're a pitcher, we have this. It's only the third inning, and he's already allowed more hits than he did in his entire last outing.
So now to the plate, J.P. Humphries, as he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike one. Runners are at first and third, one away. And he lays off for ball one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Set. Here comes the 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2.
Ball 2.
Wow, really close pitch on 0-2. That just missed, and if he hits that spot right there again, he might get the call next time.
One that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
3-2 pitch. Fouled off. Payoff pitch one more time. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Now batter, the third baseman.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Troy Drennan, 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Here's the first pitch to him. And he gets ahead 0-1. Ready with the 0-1. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Down the stretch, the 1-2. Liner toward right center. And that's going to get down out there. And the run will score from third to make this a 4-2 game. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Into the box now, Justin Bishop, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make-or-break moment in this game. When you're playing a first-place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in a game and then mount a comeback.
Hit hard down the line, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Inside with the sinker, and that'll keep him honest at the plate.
Well, when you're behind 0-2 as a hitter, you're in swing mode. Nothing changes that like seeing something hard bearing in on you, though.
2 down, runners at first and second. Just hung in there on that one. Hit hard down the left field line, but this will be foul.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Liner towards second, but this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. 3 innings complete. The 66ers are out in front, 4-2. Leading off the inning, Michael Wright, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2. Wright, originally from Mississippi. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Hey, this guy has been an absolute solid player his entire big league career, and I expect him to have a ton of suitors come this offseason.
So we got him looking there. Michael Wright goes down to become the first out here in the 4th. Standing in now, Brad Benton. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hit out towards second. Reined in. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Standing in, Glenn Suarez. Now here's the pitch. Sinker to open the AB, in there for strike 1. We're in the 4th inning of a 4-2 ball game. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9, they can put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
In now, Jacob Sellers, and that misses for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Hit hard to the right, but foul. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Swing and a hot shot toward third. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. So now they'll have two men in scoring position following the two-out double.
And he just blasts this thing down the left field line. I thought it might bend foul, but it lands just inside the chalk, and he's able to leg it out for a double. Good-looking swing.
At the plate now, Jason McIntosh. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Trying to cash in here on this two-out rally. A couple of men in scoring position with two away. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 0-2 count. The pitch. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. Both teams with 6 hits so far. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here. And when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys. And when that's the...
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. In now, Orlando Schultz.
Leading off for URG, the center fielder, Orlando Schultz.
First delivery to him on the way. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. Ready with the 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Into the box, Casey Quick. Chopped at the plate, but it gets fouled. Wind up and the 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder giving chase, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he will make it into third with a one-out triple.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap. Both outfielders give it a chase, but they can't catch up to it. Next thing you know, it one hops the wall, and he's busting his hump around second on his way to third.
At the plate, Alec Johnson, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Lifted into the air out toward center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And he's going to get in there at the plate to make it a 5-2 lead now.
That was a good controlled swing out of him there. And that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
Coming to the plate now, Ben Kohler. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Here it comes. A bouncer up the middle. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealer in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Into the box now, Tyler Blackwell in there. Now the throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole 0-2. This year against right-handed pitching, Blackwell is a .300 hitter on the dot. Can't complain about that.
These are the type of hitters that absolutely frustrate a pitching staff and a pitching coach. He's not trying to do a ton of damage, but he's certainly going to put the ball in play and be a pest the entire season.
The 1-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Uranus is out in front, 5-2. Leading off the inning, Don the Man, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
The Man.
Here's the first pitch to him.
0-1. Nope. 1-1.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And it's 1-2.
Yep, 1-2.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Here's the pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of the secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
To the plate now, Buford Christian. As he'll reach unsuccessfully at a slider away, it's strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The windup and the 0-1.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball.
We're in the 5th inning here. 5-2 is our score. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3-2.
Not what you want to do on the mound. Go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient, even with 2 strikes.
There's ball 4.
Two ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Standing in, Sean McKee, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that misses, ball 1. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game. Now, the problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base. Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Throw over to first. Don't want to forget about it. Runner at first here, 1 man out. There's a strike. It's 2-1. Safely. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Paul Taylor will be next. Throw over to the bag, and a dive, but he's back. Runners on first with 1 down. And he misses again here. It's ball 4. And that's back-to-back walks here with 1 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Paul.
So digging in now, Paul Taylor. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. 2-1 now. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Not a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
And the count will be full. Fly ball out toward left center field. Schultz falls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
Now back, right fielder, Michael Wright.
Now at the plate, Michael Wright. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Skied into straightaway right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dante Smith.
Not shortstop, Dante.
Now here's the pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not attacking the strike zone anymore.
J.P. Humphries is on deck. Here it comes, the 3-0. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Three balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Catches the corner, got him looking.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that four-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
J.P. Humphries.
Standing in now, J.P. Humphries. As he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball 1. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
21.
Looked like that one tied him up a bit. A swing and a miss.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
2-2 the count. Trying to send him packing for the second time.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
1 out, nobody on. Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. The next 3-2. Fastball too low, and that's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
James Bond enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning. Troy Brennan will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. From the stretch, a ball and no strikes. Runner at first here, 1 man out. He's running. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And this is into the gap for his 3rd hit of the night, and it'll be good for extra bases. And they'll have runners at 2nd and 3rd following the 1-out double.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Plate now, Justin Bishop. Ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0.
Ball 2.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
2-0 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that's going to land foul. The 2-1.
And remember here, there's an open base at first, so a walk is not the worst thing that could happen right here.
Second and third here, one man out. Lifted in the air to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. Now the relay home. And they'll add one more on the sacrifice fly as this is now a 6-2 ball game. At the plate, Orlando Schultz. Runner in scoring position with two gone. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. The 0-1 pitch. And he misses with it, 1-1. From the stretch. Hit on the ground to short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So a run on one hit, no errors, and a man left. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The 66ers are out in front here, 6-2. Now at the plate, Brad Benton. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 1-2 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. A dive. He's got it. He is out. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base. Ready now, Glenn Suarez. First pitch of the at-bat. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. And that misses, 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Smoke toward third. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Yeah, and I can speak from experience, and I can tell you, on a night like this, it's tough to get a good grip on the ball. It's a little frigid out there, and he might have lost a little bit of feeling in his fingers. Never easy to make a good throw when that's the case.
Now time called here as the manager pops out of the first base dugout, and a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. He'll wind up lasting just 1 out into the 6th inning, but he'll leave with the lead and was effective in this one. Barry Sneed enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with one out in the inning. Jacob Sellers will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and one away. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
The 0-1 delivery.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Strike taken up in the zone.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a four-seamer.
Runners on first with one down. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. He's set. Here's the 2-2.
We got 3 and 2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
And the payoff pitch. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Into the box now, Jason McIntosh. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. First and second now, one man out. Right side. He's got it to second for 1. And good hustle by the pitcher there on the back end as it's a 3-6-1 double play, and the side is retired. One error in the inning, but it doesn't hurt him. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. Uranus is on top here, 6-2. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and set to go is the second baseman, Casey Quick.
Casey Quick.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line, but speared on a hop. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Now batting, the pitcher, Barry
Luis Rojas will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Rojas.
Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0. 258 the average to begin play. 5 homers and 16 RBIs. Here's a look over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. The 1-0 delivery. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Nobody out, runner on first. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Show Track. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Ben Kohler. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. From the stretch.
Outside, that's the ball.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
The 1-0 home. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. Now to the plate, Tyler Blackwell. First delivery to him on the way. Now both runners on the move. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Behind 0-2 now. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Fielded cleanly to second for 1. Relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first.
Now back, not shortstop, Dante.
Ready once again, Dante Smith. And they're runners at the corners now. He's set and the pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Ground ball foul down the left side. There's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight. Eddie Munkauskas is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Eddie Munkauskas.
Kevin Landry is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Another 2-2 offering. Now a hard liner. But this is a foul ball.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
The 2-2 one more time. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Into the box, Buford Christian, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Ready with the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Boy, another base hit and hopefully not another stranded runner, Mark.
Yeah, I can't tell you how frustrating it is for the offensive team not to be able to pick their pitcher up. A lot of traffic on the board. Somebody's got to come through.
So now to the plate, Sean McKee, as he rips it on the ground to second. That's through a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game.
Dan, if they're going to crack through, this has got to be the opportunity they've been looking for right here. They've had a ton of hits, a ton of people on base, but no one has been able to come up with that big knock.
Well, you know what, Dio? This pitcher's kind of worked around trouble the entire time so far. Another inning brewing right here. Let's see if they can't get a big hit here right here and bust through in this one.
Kohler is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
The right fielder, number 4, Michael.
Now at the plate, Michael Wright. And Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Here comes the first pitch. Grounded down the 3rd baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begins throwing. The 1-1 home. Two men are on with 2 men out. Chases out of the zone for strike 3, and that's the 3rd out of the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Jeremy Kilpatrick will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far. Next will be the cleanup hitter, J.P. Humphries.
The catcher, J.P. Humphries.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a ball 1-0.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. To 2-2 now. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat, and then he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work. But I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
Stepping in now, Troy Brennan. As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Christian is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Now that's the first baseman, Justin Bishop.
Ready for another chance. Justin Bishop earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. First offering on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
Well, there's a quality infield base hit right there. That kind of reminded me of the old Yankees shortstop Derek Jeter on that jump throw.
Hey, that's why this is the pros. Back in the day, that's a knock all day long. But up here, guys are making those plays, at least making you think about them. That's an amazing play by the shortstop to leave his feet and at least make this close.
In now, Orlando Schultz, as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And there he goes towards second. A pitch out. The throw. And they still don't get him as he's in safely at second with a stolen base.
I'm not sure what else the defense could have done there. They pitched out and the throw was pretty good, but they still couldn't cut him down. You kind of just have to hope he gets a bad jump.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. 2-2.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Popped him up. Benton in foul ground. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. New inning set to get underway, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Brad Benton.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ball one as he lays off below the zone. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Ooh, jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
You got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this situation. When you got a guy on the mound that you know the bottom can drop out of any pitch he throws, you have to elevate your sights.
The 1-2 is taken for ball two. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter on that one.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
At the plate, Glenn Suarez, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here's the 0-1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in, jam, sandwich.
0-2, here it comes. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
At the plate now, Jacob Sellers, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. David Harris is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. David Laffey is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Casey Quick. First delivery to him on the way, and a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Up top, it's 2-0. Three and 0 now.
Ball 3 to a leadoff hitter that can run. Not the greatest way to start this right here. I think right now you really have to start pouring some pitches into that strike zone.
Slider gets the outside. That's a strike.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
Hit hard on the ground to second. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
The pitcher, Eddie Monkowski.
Dallas Phillips will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Dallas Phillips.
Now a throw over and the runner back. Another look to first, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Ball 1. That average for him up in the 360s now. 6 home runs, 18 driven in. The 1-0. High and deep to straightaway right. Looking up is the right fielder. At the track, the wall. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Into the box, Ben Fuller, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch. It's strike 1. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. The 0-1 pitch.
Good side, 0-1.
Base is empty here with nobody out. Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away. The 1-2. And he popped him up. Taylor in foul ground, but this will land untouched. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Tyler Blackwell. He's set. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there. Still only 1 out in the inning. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
And 2 count. Here's the pitch. Hit softly down the line at first, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Smith.
Standing in now, Dante Smith, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. Two out, nobody on.
Nope.
Lays off the circle change there, a ball and a strike. And that's more of a slurve than a slider, but whatever it is, it's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Ready with another 2-2. Skied into straightaway right. Right is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. 9th inning coming up, and this is now an 8-2 ball game. Jesus Zapata comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Set to start the 9th in this one, and stepping up as the shortstop, Jason McIntosh. Outfield comes way in here. The first pitch. The windup and the 0-1.
1-1. That's in. Ball 2.
Swing and a little blooper to center. In there, a base hit.
The batter, number 50, second baseman, David Laffey.
Stepping in now, David Laffey, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A runner at first with no outs here. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
That's exactly the pitch you don't want to be chasing in these situations. He's going to keep that ball down below the hollow of the knee, try and get you to ground into a double play. You have to set your sights at least belt high.
Chop now to short. Can they get 2? One there. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the 1 there.
Now batting, the left fielder, Buford.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Buford Christian is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch, and it's fouled away. fly ball out toward left center field. Schultz is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Digging in to try it again, Sean McKee. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. First pitch on its way. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. That swung on and missed, and we're even at 1-1.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare. Almost unhittable. Nasty downward action. High 80s velocity.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. 2 out with the man at first. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Stepping into the box, Paul Taylor. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
0-1.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
From the belt, the pitch. Now his swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. And he'll make the catch to end it as the 66ers have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of a home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
8-2 tonight's final. The 66ers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Alec Johnson wins his 3rd of the season. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Here now is our final line score. First, for your victorious home team, 8 runs on 13 hits. 1 error. They left 7 men on base. For the visitors, 2 runs, 10 hits. No errors. They left 13 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 14 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Second base.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight it's the first of four between the Blazers and the Jaguars. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Johnny Hinojosa, a left-hander from Massachusetts, will be doing the starting pitching here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
It's not an easy thing to do to pitch as a rookie, but one of the things you have to do is use the positives. The opposing team has never faced you. You can't be afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. Establish your pitches and try to work quickly.
Now at the plate, Richard Richardson, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Richardson.
Here's the first pitch to him. Start of a 4-game set as the game's first pitch misses for ball 1. Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. They begin this series feeling pretty good about the way things have gone as they come in riding a 4-game winning streak.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, Debo, we've got a couple of teams playing some good baseball right now. Unfortunately, a winning streak for one of these teams is going to end today, but boy, this is a great matchup here.
Yeah, I'm excited to call this one with you two guys, definitely. The two teams playing top of their game right now, really playing well. Both come in on winning streaks. We're going to see who's able to execute in this one.
Bouncer to the left side. Oh, and no time to get him at first, not with his speed, and that'll go down as an infield single.
Hey, I know everybody was on their toes right there from the pitcher to the defensive side. Leadoff hitters are known for this. Find ways to beat the ball into the ground and beat it out and get on base. Now they have to keep him in check. Let's see if they hold the runner close.
To the plate now, Lucius Rojas. As he'll ground this one foul for the first strike. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Rojas has collected just over 150 home runs in his big league days. Throw over to first. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Now a move over to first. Runner back standing. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Hinojosa is a guy that's able to keep the bat off the ball. That's kind of the name of the game for a pitcher, and as a starter it really helps him work deep into games.
Matty V, one of the toughest parts about scoring runs is bunching 3 or 4 hits together an inning, and that's one of the things this guy does really well. He's tough to hit, and he's really...
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Wow, we're only 2 batters in, and they're already on the board. Leadoff man has a solid at bat, roping a single. Then the man in the 2-hole delivers an RBI that gets a run across. Always nice to get a lead this early.
Into the box now, Mad Dog Jackson, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Rojas stands at second with no outs. Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up, and the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
That is four. The third baseman. No.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Colt Snow. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. To short. Reined in. Only play is going to be a first, so score it as an RBI ground out as the lead moves to 2-0 now.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Digging in, Francisco Barreto, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The pitch.
1-0.
So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint. Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
And that's in there, 2-1. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there. It's 3-1 now.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots. And now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
He's definitely stumbled out of the starting blocks here in the first, giving up a couple of base knocks and that walk. First innings are often some of the toughest for a starting pitcher.
At the plate, Samuel Rincon. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch. Two-out base runner aboard in the top of the first.
Nope.
That's
Ball
over,
one.
but low. It's a ball and a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. The 2-2. And he pops it up. Peralta into shallow left. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Blazers lead this one 2-0. Justin Johnson, the Alabama-born left-hander, will be doing the pitching in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
Now at the plate, TJ Waters. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Not shortstop. TJ.
Pitch on the way. A ball and no strikes. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. Fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
You know, Matty, the season's such a grind, and you fight so hard day in, day out. You're playing against the best players in the world, so you know you're going to lose some games coming out of spring training. To get on a roll where you win 7 in a row, a week of everything coming together, that's a special feeling.
Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Now the 2-1 pitch. Will not catch the zone, ball 3.
Having a little trouble finding the zone to start the night. It's always deflating to walk the leadoff guy in the game, so we'll see if he can initiate some contact here.
The 3-1 pitch. Hit weakly on the ground to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Batting second, the first baseman, Jose Ramos.
Set to get his evening at the plate started. Jose Ramos batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. First pitch of the at-bat. That finds the zone, a called strike. Ramos absolutely feasts off of left-handed pitching. Many right-handed hitters do better against southpaws, of course, but he's about as good as it gets in the opposite-handed type of matchup. One out, nobody on. Fouled away. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
So now to the plate, Nick W. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He'll enter play with that average at a sterling .331. 6 home runs, 18 driven in. That evens it up 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Popped up. Jackson in foul ground. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Edgardo Peralta would be next. Hot shot down the line. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And the payoff pitch. Ripped on the ground to first. He's right there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Digging in now, Alejandro Rosa. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game. First pitch on its way. The windup and the 0-1. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. Fouled off. Another 0-2 coming. Now a curveball misses inside. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Here now the 2-2.
We got a full count. 3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
He spoils another one, and will do it again. Another full count pitch home. Is swung on and missed. He got him. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
At the plate now, Junior Rodriguez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Shin high fastball that time, ball 3.
These last two guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
The 3-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting up, the pitcher, Justin Johnson.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Justin Johnson. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to center field. Berry is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Last half of the second set to go, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Edgardo Peralta.
Edgardo Peralta.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Pitch on the way.
Inside, ball 1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Ball even at 2-2. And it's fouled away. Another try at 2-2. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Into the box, Edmundo Ayala, as he lifts it in the air to right field. Rosa is there, 2 down.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Philip Bowen.
So stepping in, Philip Bowen. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games. First delivery to him on the way. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. 1-1.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the time running the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. 2 out, nobody on.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
Set for the start of the inning, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder Richardson. First pitch on its way. And that's down into left center for a base hit. So he's aboard again with his second hit of the game here in the top of the third, and his total currently best on the ball club through these first 6 or so weeks of the young season. In now, Lucius Rojas, standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. He's set. Here's the 0-1.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give the guy at first a chance to run.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Nobody out, runner on first. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Hard hit ball to second. Bare-handed for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
Now batting, the first baseman, Mad Dog.
Riding in once again, Mad Dog Jackson. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
First delivery to him on the way.
Ball, that's out.
Boy, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Scooped up, throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So striding in, Zane Oaks, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Ball 1. I got the count 1 and 2.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. Now at the plate, Christian Berry. Here's the first pitch to him.
1-0.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
Now the pitch.
Aye.
One out, nobody on. And a big swing and a miss here, 2 strikes. Breaking ball well inside and taken for ball 3. Now the payoff pitch home. Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats, foul. Payoff pitch one more time. And here's a cut fastball that cuts in a bit too tight. It's ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
The pitcher, Johnny Hinojosa, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And they'll try and play for one here as he gets this one down. And he's safe.
The batter, number 10, shortstop, TJ Waters.
At the plate, TJ Waters, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Second at bat now. He grounded out to start the home first. The 1-0. This is line to left. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, Devo, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. So far this season with runners in scoring position, Ramos carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. Strike taken up in the zone.
Clearly, this is a tough situation to be on the mound, but the key here is minimizing. They're up by 2, so if he could find a way to get out of this bases loaded jam by only giving up 1 run, that would be clutch.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there, a little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2 and 2. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Would have been a grand slam if he'd straightened it out. Instead, it's a foul ball. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3 and 2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
3-2 pitch. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. Reined in. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
A simple ground ball to the infield, but the run does come home from third, and they cut their deficit to only one run.
Stepping up now, Nick W., as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lays off 1-0.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
The set and the 1-0. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
2 balls and a strike to count. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
The 3-1. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Payoff pitch on its way. To the left side, but it's well fouled. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
And that's 2 free passes in the third inning alone. So you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Edgardo Peralta. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Looking to minimize the damage here. A ball and no strikes.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. That's inside. 2-0.
In these situations, I used to tell myself all the time, just get the runner in from third. It seemed to take the pressure off a little bit.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Three balls, no strikes. Oh, and it misses ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Into the box now, Edmundo Ayala. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Hit down the third baseline. Comes set, the 0-1. Ayala, 23 years old. He was a first-round pick back in the 2021 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Hit hard to the right side, but foul. Takes this the other way to right. Rosas is there, and he puts it away as they're able to escape with only limited damage on the scoreboard. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. On now to the top of inning number 4, and we are tied 2-2. All set for the start of the 4th, and next the dangerous power threat, Colt Snow.
Colt Snow.
Here's the first pitch to him.
1-0.
Swing and a miss. Little too anxious there. 1-1. And he'll come back with one in the third as the count moves to 2-1 now. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
2-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 2-2 one more time. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
Stepping in now, Francisco Barreto. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Bases are empty, one man out. Just got the corner that time with a fastball. Strike 2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. And there are 2 away now. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And both of these guys bringing it pretty good. 97 and 93 is the top recorded speed so far. Coming to the plate now, Samuel Rincon. First offering on its way. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
Swung on and missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Outside, 2-1.